Mr. Bochum Samuel Bache, you are a Commonwealth Youth Delegate as well as a peace, governance and development expert. We are honored to have you as guests on the CRTV.
Hello, I'm very excited to share light with CRTV, the West region, on this special International Peace Day.
Now, could you briefly give us information on what the concept of peace is all about?
There are different definitions around peace, but to me, I believe peace is just that serene, that enabling atmosphere within and without also that permit people to reflect constructively, associate, develop initiative, different ideas that add value, that bring transformation across different walks of life.
This year's theme for the International Day for Peace is Act Now for a Peaceful World. What can be done to make this concrete in daily life?
Looking at the team, act now for world peace. For us to be able to achieve this world peace, the first thing is that we need to be self-loving. We must first love ourselves, and second thing is that we must be community oriented, which means that we must always think about the community as a greater good for everyone, which is very paramount in everything we do. Because once you are self-loving and you think about the community, your actions, their contributions will be on ensuring that everyone also living within a space is able to freely engage, contribute on issues that are of common good. Act Now for World Peace is more about fostering collaboration among different stakeholders, being women, youth, religious traditional authorities, government bodies, international organizations, and different associations or civil society organizations. They all count in the process of peace building. We're having just barely 5 years to go to the end of the Sustainable Development Goals put forth by the United Nations, in 2015. Looking forward, in achieving these goals, especially Goal 16, which talk about peace, justice, and strong institutions.
Thank you very much. Can peace be really brought through dialogue in today's context?
Everyone has a role to play, and it's through different actions, different initiatives. It could be through implementations of policies. So basically, what I'm saying is that in a context whereby we have issues of persistent violence or conflict within our community that hinder the peace, one of the most important things we must always do is that we must always run back to God in prayers, because after everything, for those who are Christians, they will say Jesus started with prayers and ended with prayers, for prayer is a master key. There's that spiritual aspect of life which helps in the renewal of our minds and also adjust our actions. The Holy Spirit, when it's upon you, permits you to be able to think in a very organized way, in a responsible way, in a very respectful way, in a very tolerant way. No matter what, dialogue remains one of those very important aspects for us to be able to build and sustain peace.
Now, who can we run to in case violence persists, given that peace must reign for every activity to move on smoothly?
We must respect the rule of law, which is very important in all society. We must respect our authorities, our children, and more importantly, we must put God first.
Thank you very much. Now, any last word to the people about peace from your daily experiences?
My word to everyone as we celebrate or commemorate this International Day of Peace, September 21st, in Cameroon, also across Africa, is that peace is a culture which we all need to embrace. It should be a way of life that comes from us. We should consider life as a journey whereby we have our role to play. We should just believe that we have limited time, that we should be very conscious. Let us be actors, agents, vectors of peace through our words, actions. Let's learn to listen, participate, contribute. Let's practice the word sorry, please, forgive me, thank you. These are some of those words which, when we practice on daily basis, it helps to minimize misunderstanding, to get to a level of conflict. Why not even violence?
Mr. Bochum Samuel Bache, thank you very much for talking to the CRTV.
Thank you once more for this opportunity to grant this interview. God bless you all.